This is a dream my daughter had in 2019. In the dream, she jumps to 4 different locations. Um, in the first dream, she sees, in the first part of the dream, she sees this woman in front of a castle. We looked up the castle and found that it was in Scotland. And the woman in the castle goes inside the castle and upstairs to a very ornate hall. And she walks through this hall and meets a gentleman there. And they look outside a window and they see fires in the the village that is adjacent to the castle. Um, So they walk through this ornate hall towards a small living room in the back, and there is a type of matriarch, like the head of the family, waiting there. And they are discussing the queen that is very ill and probably dying. This is in 2019 when she had the dream, and they were discussing how when the queen dies, it might solve the problems within the royal family, the fighting inside the royal family. I don't understand it, of course, because I have nothing to do with the royal family. And so then she jumps to another scene, and now we, the 4 of us, are in a car. Me, my husband, and my 2 children are in the car, and we are in a town with very old Tudor buildings, like the original Tudor buildings, and there are riots in the street, and buildings are burning, and people are very aggressive and protests and stuff like that. And we try to drive away from that. Then we jump to another scene where we feel we have to help our family who um, who lives in the Midlands and in a large town there, and we drive towards that large town to go and help them. And but when we get there, the church that we sometimes visited with them is on fire, completely engulfed in flames, and we get caught up in the flames. We of the surrounding area, and we can't move the car because. And then my daughter says it would be safer to go to farm area. It would be better to go to farm areas. So I understand from that, it would be better to when things get really bad, go to very rural areas. Um, okay, and then she jumps again in the dream, and now the rioting is over with. It's there are no more riots and fires and things. We are like at a heritage site sightseeing or something, and it's a very old castle we are at, and there are towers, two large towers, like almost like gate towers, and then a wooden bridge that goes to the castle, and there's a moat around the castle. So it's very, very old castle. And while we are there, there's a large earthquake, and we run away from the castle, which is logical, I think. So we run away from the castle, and other people are running and shouting, and everyone is scared because it's a large earthquake. And the two towers in front of the bridge collapse, So they fall completely over, are destroyed, and um, and we run away towards the station, but my daughter gets caught up in playground equipment, and she struggles to get to the station, and we are there shouting at her to come to us, and she's just agitated and struggling to get there. And that is the end of the dream. That's where the dream ends.